There's a story about a couple named Abram and Sarai who lived many years ago. Abram was a man of faith, and Sarai, his wife, shared his journey through life. Despite their wealth and possessions, there was one thing they deeply longed for but couldn't have: a child. Sarai, heartbroken and feeling the weight of her childlessness, came up with an idea. She had a servant named Hagar, an Egyptian woman who had served her faithfully for years. In those days, it was common for a servant to bear children on behalf of their mistress if she couldn't conceive. So, Sarai suggested to Abram, "Why don't you have a child with Hagar? Perhaps through her, I can have a family." Abram agreed to Sarai's plan. Hagar became pregnant, and with the child growing in her, her attitude towards Sarai began to change. She started to look at Sarai with disdain, perhaps feeling superior now that she carried Abram's child. This shift deeply hurt Sarai, who felt disrespected in her own home. Frustrated and angry, she confronted Abram, saying, "This is all your fault. Now that she's pregnant, she's treating me like I'm nothing. May God decide who is right between us." Abram, caught in the middle of the conflict, responded, "She's your servant. You have the right to deal with her as you see fit." With Abram's words, Sarai took matters into her own hands and treated Hagar so harshly that Hagar fled into the wilderness to escape. Out in the desert, scared and alone, Hagar sat by a spring of water. That's when something incredible happened. An angel appeared to her and spoke with kindness and understanding. "Hagar, servant of Sarai, where have you come from, and where are you going?" the angel asked. Hagar replied, "I'm running away from my mistress, Sarai." The angel gently urged her to return, saying, "Go back to Sarai and submit to her authority. I will bless you greatly. Your descendants will be too many to count." Then the angel told her something even more profound. "You are carrying a son. You shall name him Ishmael," which means God hears, because the Lord has heard of your suffering. This encounter left Hagar amazed. She realized that God had seen her in her pain and spoken directly to her. She called the place Beer-lahai-roi, meaning, the well of the living one who sees me. With a renewed spirit, she returned to Abram and Sarai and gave birth to her son, Ishmael, just as the angel had said. And so, the story of Hagar reminds us of a God who sees, hears, and cares for everyone, even those who feel invisible or overlooked. It also speaks of human struggles, the complexity of relationships, and how grace can meet us in unexpected places.